Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Marathon Mondays with Mal. I'm by myself this morning at the mothership here in Coburg, Oregon, at the largest Prevost converter making luxury coaches, Marathon Coach. This is our headquarters, and you know we've got locations in Florida and Texas also. I'm by myself this morning, so we're going to roll them around, and I'm going to show you some of the details that makes these coaches what they are. When you see a coach completed, there's a lot that goes into it, and I think you know that. And so because I'm by myself today, we're going to do our thing. So log on and let me know where you're watching from, and I really appreciate it. We are right now in the Sofa Palace, as you can see. This is part of the upholstery department. And so we're going to walk this building, and I'm going to show you some really cool things. And then at the end, we're going to walk into an almost completed coach. So let's flip you around here. There we go. There we go. Leather hides getting laid out and checked to make sure they are consistent throughout. It takes several hides to build a coach, so you want to lay them all out and make sure they are checked for consistency. Look at this beautiful thing. And as you can see, there's some decor in here too for upcoming coaches probably. All right, we're going to head down to the production floor, so stick with us in just a little bit here. All right. If you've never been to Marathon, there are pictures lining the walls of our corporate office. And these pictures are designed to show you different colors, different floor plans, different elements in a coach. And it really is cool. And this is really a big building. Calgary, Alberta. Good morning, Dean. You can kind of get an idea. We're on the second level. We're going to walk through the engineers department. Engineering department. Here's the engineering conference room, which overlooks the production floor, which is where we are headed. It's a new year and there's a lot going on, everybody. So I got to tell you, I know a lot of you are getting excited to get out on the road. Look at that paint job. We've seen that one. That's beautiful, isn't it? My man Murray Selesky. Murray and Natalie rolling around in their coach. Coming to Marathon next month. That's fantastic. Make sure you reach out and see us when you're up here. A lot of details go into building these coaches. A lot of quality parts, a lot of quality craftsmanship goes into building a Marathon coach. We already know all about the chassis. The chassis is the best platform that's ever been created to build an RV on. And then what you want is something like this. Something that's well built. This is a dinette, you guys. And you see that it's starting to get laminated. Quality woods, laminated with quality laminates. You want the house to model or emulate the chassis. You want it to stand up for decades. That is what our cabinetry does. That is what our build does. Stay with us. We're going to walk the block, get into some trouble, which is my nature. Look at all this right here. All of these parts are ready to be laminated. Quality built. Screwed, glued, and in some points, they've got 3 points of contact. Screwed, glued, and stapled. You can see all 3 on this shot right here. Ron's asking if I am going to be going to Prévost up in Quebec. I was there a couple of years ago, and I would love to go back and do some videos. Brian, you want to see? I know, I would love to show you that coach. My man, Brian Zinkum. He's been on this tour. He knows what Marathon Coburg is all about. I would love to show you that coach, but you guys, that is a custom coach, and the owners have not seen it yet. And because they have not seen it yet, we can't look at it. Forward water closet wall, 1357. All of these are ready to be installed. This is pretty cool. This is a lot of employee appreciation, employee recognition. That's one of the things that Marathon does well, is they recognize their employees for certain things. Jeremy Green, in appreciation of his efforts in finding a solution to the TechLink Crestron system. All these new employees right here. We're just going to walk the beat and take a look at some of the quality work that goes in to building a Marathon. This is an impressive board right here. Pretty impressive. This is why you want a Marathon. This is one of the many reasons. I mean, let's face it. Marathon is building coaches that last. We've got more buses on the road than any other manufacturer, any other converter. And we're doing great work on these coaches. Custom work, too. Pardon the dust on this guy on the production floor. There's 1352. That's going to be the next coach that is delivered. I'm going to show you the backsplash of these. I call it a backsplash. This is the stairway risers. This is the backsplash of the stairway. Isn't that cool? It's little things like that. It's the details that really, really show up in a coach. It's the details that make the coach that much better. Let's look what's underneath here. Look how beautiful this is. When you combine everything together, that's where you get an amazingly beautiful, well-built coach. It's a beautiful seat, isn't it? I'll make sure I cover that up when we come back. Every department in this building is putting out amazing work. And because they are, when the coach is completed, you've got this beautiful coach. This one is about 3 weeks away. Look at this right here, you guys. A 20 kW PowerTech generator in Bay 3 on the curbside of Coach 1345. It's just so well put together. It's serviceable. It comes out. It rides on airbags. It's serviceable because it comes out on a slide out. Someone just mentioned that I'm not necessarily a fan of this either. But look at how beautiful that is. I'd never kick that out of my coach, I tell you what. A true custom shop doing custom work, what the customers want. After 4 years of doing this show and working here at Marathon and seeing this day in and day out, it still is something I love to see and show you guys. The quality that is coming out of this building, the details that go into these coaches is incredible. From the paint to the cabinetry to the electrical to the plumbing. To the decor, the flooring. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, if you want a custom coach and you want a paint job that looks like a white coach just walked into a black and gray octopus, that's it. Blacked out wheels, blacked out rub rails, blacked out logos. Is there going to be anything more stunning than this coach going down the block? Even the tips down here are blacked out. Absolutely beautiful. Let's keep going, because it's more than just that. Look at all of this shipping and receiving. It takes a well-organized, and I'm going to say that again, a well-organized group of people to bring in all of these parts, everything that's needed to build all of these coaches simultaneously. I mean, we're building several coaches at one time right now. So a purchasing team, an engineering team, a shipping and receiving team, it takes a lot to go in, what that goes into getting everything ready to build a coach. A lot of stuff happens months before building a coach. Next week, I'll be back down in the desert, and I'm going to show you a new consignment down there. Maybe we've got 3 consignment coaches down in the desert. So stick with me for next week, because next week I'm going to show you a couple, at least 2. If I can get 3 in on one show, we'll do it. And then, speaking of details, putting on a expel protective sheet on the front of a coach is just as important as the paint itself. Think about how many miles these coaches go into. And we've got the guy here in Eugene that can do it, not just on your coach, but also on your tow vehicle. Rich, you done a lot of tow vehicles? Tons of them. That's what I'm talking about. That's one thing that really needs to be protected is the front of your coach, and that's the guy to do it. So there it is, everybody, a kind of a walk around to show you the details. It's one of those things, when I get up and I get here on a Monday morning and I've been down in the desert and I get to see, I walk in and I see what's going on the production floor. If I don't have a coach to show you, which, you know, I did have a coach to show you, but I'm going to hold it because it's not ready to show yet. We're going to walk out here. I'm going to show you the exterior of it, though. It just always hits me right in the face when I see the details that goes into building these coaches and the care that a lot of our staff puts in. We have a 2002 H3, I think it's a single slide. We're going to look right now. It's a double slide. My apologies. This guy right here is a new consignment. We're going to be looking at that one. If you need service on your coach, please call the locations, Florida, Texas, or Oregon. Please call those locations and set up an appointment. I don't want you just driving in and hoping to get work, because we are booked. So please make that call to either Joe Steffenzook in Florida, Chris Lewis in Texas, or Kurt Nelson in Oregon. Make an appointment with those guys. Make an appointment with those guys. Get on the schedule. That's one of the best things you can do if you need service on your coach. All right, everybody. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your support. And I will see you next week on Marathon Mondays with Mal. Be yourself and do good things, everybody. Take care of each other. Talk to you later.